Okay, so at the moment, the three main anxieties that all men have at some stage or another, I've certainly had them. I get questions from guys all the time that are worried, especially in their 20s and their 30s, and equally in later life, in 40s, 50s, 60s. And the question is, I'm really stressed about not getting the right relationship with a woman, a girlfriend or a life partner, and I'm really worried about my finances. I'm struggling with money, and I'm really worried about being a loser, being a failure, because I haven't succeeded in my career, or I don't know what I want to do, or I know what I want to do but I've got a lot of mental blocks around not being good enough, self-doubt. All these stresses that all men deal with at some stage or another. Now, to begin with, I can teach you from my mistakes, because I had all these stresses growing up, especially in my 20s, and I just pushed everything away. That's why it took me so long to get a relationship, get a girlfriend, make money, find my own 2 feet, and eventually get a career, because I was so frightened of not getting it. The fear of not getting it was ruining my mental health, and I wasn't able to think straight. I wasn't able to always be myself, and work on self-esteem and increase that belief and calm that anxiety down, that paranoia that I'm never going to get it. What if it never comes? What if it never comes? What if it never comes? I'm going to be a loser. I'm going to be a loser. I'm not going to be loved. I'm not going to be liked. It's not going to happen. Oh my God, everybody's going to judge me. Everyone's going to be doing well. I'm getting left behind. I had to learn to calm that down. So when I learned to calm that down, I got all those 3 things. It took some time, and when I got it, I appreciated it, and when I got it, I was ready. I got the girlfriend, the relationship that I always wanted in my late 20s. I made the financial breakthrough, and I succeeded in my career, starting my own business and teaching. I was the happiest man on planet Earth. But I will say this, before I got those things, I made myself happy, and I believe that's the secret. I think that's the life principle, that most of the things that you want, you have to sort of get into a place where you still want them, and of course you're fearful of not getting them, but you're more balanced. So that's why it's been said so many times. Our fathers have said it, our mothers have said it, our teachers, sometimes even our faith has taught us that, if you want to meet the right woman, you want to be successful, and you want to be the best man you can be, you've got to love yourself. I know that can sound cliche. You've got to get in a confident place, because if you're not good with yourself, how can you be good for a woman? And most women, it's not that. Look, I'll say this. Look, of course, there's a lot of women out there that will date you if you don't have much, because I've met one. But it's not really about money. We're not looking at money, materials and followers. It's about how you feel about yourself. And if you're not in a good place, a woman's probably likely to pass up on the offer and date a guy who's in a better place. And you can't really fault them for that. You can't really blame women for that, because everyone's guilty of that. You've done the same. You're going to want to be with someone who makes you happy and who's in a better place, unless you both meet, which is lovely and it's possible, and I think it's beautiful. I favour that more. Unless you both meet and you're both in a bad place, and and you fall in love and you get in a better place. So, but really, it's about taking responsibility. Because if we blame women, if we blame our parents, if we blame friends, if we blame everyone else, then it's just going to mess you up, and you're not going to be successful. It's going to take longer. So you've got to take responsibility, guys. And I think the first way that you do that is by saying, well, I want to be more responsible. How can I be a better man? Just by starting off by going, how can I be kinder? How can I be a better person? How can I be more confident? How can I believe in myself? How can I be the type of man that a woman would want to date? Or, how can I be a good friend? You start asking yourself these questions, and you start getting the right answers. And these questions will give you confidence, because a lot of men are not asking these questions. They're coming up with reasons as to why is this happening to me? It's not fair. It never works out. I'm not good enough. Life isn't fair. And listen, life's tough, and it isn't always fair. But if you go with that story, it's only going to get worse. So I'm only saying this because I care and I want the best for you guys, and this is what I learned. So you really have to take responsibility, in your thoughts and your feelings. And, funny enough, these are all the traits that most women are attracted to in men. Women are attracted generally to maturity, strength, love, confidence, honesty. Doesn't mean none of us are perfect. None of us are. The woman that you're looking for is not perfect. I'm not perfect, but that's not an excuse. You've got to work on being more confident. So this is a confidence issue. It could only be a confidence issue with the finances, with the relationship, with the career, and your whole self-esteem around that. So let's start working on the confidence. How can we work on confidence? Simple things. The first place we start off by setting goals. So you set the goals in a positive way, not from a place of going, oh, I'd like a girlfriend, I'd like a partner, I'd like a wife, I'd like to be financially free, I'd like to succeed in my job or go uni or follow my passion, but I can't do it. It's not going to happen for me. It's not setting goals. That's victim mentality. That pushes it away. Set the goals, even if you don't believe in it, with gratitude, humble yourself, write the goals down. I would love to meet the right woman in the right relationship. I would love to be financially free, like my client said, because he wants to help his family, build businesses, look after his mum and dad, take care of his future girlfriend or wife. It's a beautiful goal. Write the goal down, set the goal down with gratitude, with a good attitude. Now we're going to work towards how can we achieve these goals. Well, I can tell you from my experience, right? This works for me. Obviously, I respect everyone's got a different faith. I believe in God. I think faith's important. Secondly, you've got to get down the gym. Fit body, fit mind. Most men are not fit. I get the messages. They're overweight, they're sluggish, they're down. You're not going to meet a great relationship in that place. So this is not about vanity. This is not about saying, oh, I'm going to get a six-pack so a woman's going to go. I'm not. No, it's not that. It's good if it's nice to be in shape, and I like to have a six-pack. It's mental health. Emotional, feeling good, feeling confident, appreciating life, self-confidence. Going to the gym gives you confidence. Now, you guys can ask me questions, it's my opinion. I think the best confidence builder out of all of the regimes is boxing. Now, someone could argue and go MMA. I can agree with them. For me, it's boxing. It's about you. What is your choice? Swimming, boxing, or MMA, or martial arts. You need physical fitness. You need to get fit body, fit mind. Training gives you confidence. It improves your body language, calms the anxiety down, calms down the paranoia, keeps the demons away that say I'm not good enough, it's never going to happen for me, I'm not attractive enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm a loser, I'm down, I'm ashamed, I failed. It starts to get rid of that, and the humble confidence of humility is going to take you to a different level. So stick to the training, however you do it. If you fall back off, get back on it. You know, it's persevering, and it's been said before, and it's true. Success isn't a straight line, and usually getting the right woman isn't, and making the money isn't, and succeeding in your career and being a better person. You're going to fall. You're going to get challenged. You're going to have days when you're going to feel good. You're going to have days you're not going to feel good. But character is saying, let me find the positives. Let's keep going. Let's keep persevering. So I'd say most of this problem with men is they've got a bad attitude, and I understand I had it because I've been hurt and they're feeling sorry for himself, and life is tough, so I am compassionate. It's hard on all of us, and their character lets them down. They don't work on their character. They don't work on how can I be better to people. And I said to my client, he was talking about how can he be better with people, with relationships, and I said, all you got to do is ask yourself, how do you want to be treated? How would you like a woman to treat you? How would you like your friends to treat you? And I said, think about that. If you answer that question, you already know how to treat people. And he said, I want to be confident, courageous, and I want to be a person of value, who adds value to people. I said, that's brilliant. So it's character, and usually your character's letting you down, and it's getting in the way. And it's not, look, it's not because you're not good enough, and it's not because you're not attractive enough, and it's not because you're not tall enough or you're not ripped enough. These are all excuses. They're all excuses. It's because right now you don't believe in yourself and you're not confident enough. But these things can be changed. These are not permanent labels. So try and see that I'm really trying to help you and do the best for you. I can't sit here and lie and just please you, because it's not going to help you. That's what your friends can do, that, or you're going to do that. Some harsh truths, but you'll thank me later on. So it's your character, it's your attitude. Women can see body language, eye contact, your demeanour. If you're giving off this character of feeling sorry for yourself and being angry and resentful, then they're probably going to be, they're not going to want to date you. They don't want a relationship with someone in that place. So change it. For me, my faith helps me, the training, the exercising, the dieting, and friends. Friendship's important, really important. Again, ask yourself, if you want friends, how can you be a good friend to someone? I'd say the basis of friendship, especially amongst men, number one is respect. Is respecting people and your friends. Number two is kindness and love, without an agenda, and it takes discipline. It takes discipline, because we've all been where you don't want anything. You're friends with someone not because the money that you think you can get, or approval, or climbing the social ladder, or elevating, because you love the person. And true friendship is to be with a person through thick and thin, within reason, obviously. Like if someone does something, you know, patience, kindness, genuine, and this type of character and values is going to get you a good woman, because it spreads everywhere. It's going to help you to make more money as well. And I do business coaching, I do videos on how to make more money. The basis of making money is creating value. How can you create value? How can you solve problems on the market? Everyone can do that. If you can do that, you're going to make money. And of course, working on being passionate about what you do. So guys, the lack of enthusiasm, the lack of passion is pushing it away. No woman is going to, I know it can happen, but generally no woman's going to date a man because she feels sorry for him. No woman ever dated me because she felt sorry for me. When I felt sorry for me, I was undateable. When I look back, I wouldn't want a woman to date a guy in the place I was at. I wasn't stable. I was selfish, you know, even though I could say, well, it's not my fault, I got bullied at school, I got treated bad. Some of that's true, but it's still my responsibility. It's not like everyone bullied me, and I'm sure not everyone's bullied you. If you think about it and you get your negativity out of your mind, lots of people have been good to you. So it's your attitude, and your attitude will improve through the exercise of your character. Honesty, communication, setting goals, tidying your apartment, you know, working on, listen, one of the values my dad taught me, it goes a long way. Sometimes, a lot of times, we've got to say, you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong there, really mean it. So sometimes addressing things where you need to say sorry to someone, these things take you to another level. So we're not asking you to be perfect, but we're asking you to be a lot better than what you're being. And it's going to make a difference. And when you feel more confident, you're in a much better position to then go on dates and look for the right woman. Or take the opportunity, when a woman gives you the sign and she likes you, to go over and introduce yourself and see if there's a connection. But whilst you're in this place of feeling sorry for yourself and being down and negative, you're just gonna prolong the chances of meeting someone. And I honestly believe we all need a bit of luck. I think we all need a little bit of luck to find love. I've certainly learnt that. I'm not embarrassed, or I'm not too proud to say that, but I honestly believe the luck comes when you work on your character, when you've got a better attitude. And these are the things that my mum used to say, my dad, my nan, my aunties, when I was younger, think this is not working now. They're just saying that. I didn't understand that it's not. I had to change. I had to apply it, because all I did was feel sorry for myself and blame everybody. I never made any money when I blamed anyone. And I never got a nice girlfriend when I blamed everyone, and I was hateful and resentful. It only started to come when I changed. So it's an inside job. I can't change you. The woman can't change you. Your parents can't change you. Listen, I've got my own personal relationship with God, so, and I respect yours, or if you have or haven't. Only you can change you. Only you. No one's going to do it. So I've done my part. I can't do any more than this. So you guys, you know, I hope you appreciate what I'm sharing. If you don't, that's fine. You can't expect me to fix all your issues. That's down to you. But what I can do is I can tell you my experience, what's worked for me, and how I've helped other clients in all these areas, you know, because it's a relationship problem. It's not just with the woman, financial, relationship, it's broken relationship with yourself, but the good news is you can fix it. And I speak from experience, because I'd done this, I succeeded, and I had a mental breakdown in 2017. I was broken, didn't have a woman, lost all my money, lost my health, humbled myself. I read some stuff in the Bible, it gave me strength, got myself back to winning ways, and my life is amazing, it's transformed. And I'll say this, right? I'll say this, it might be a bit cheesy, but it comes from a good place. I wrote on my Instagram. You guys saw when Tyson Fury got knocked down, right, against Deontay Wilder. We all saw that in the first fight. He got knocked down. There's a pivotal moment in that fight where Tyson Fury had to make a choice. You could see it, time slowed down. He had to make a choice. Am I going to stay down? Am I going to stay down and be defeated, or am I going to get back up? He chose to get up. When he got up, he inspired a whole nation, a whole generation of men and women who suffer with mental health, and he gave them hope. I'm one of the people that he gave hope to. I love Fury. I love what he stands for. I love how he got up. Also, I appreciate Wilder as well. What a warrior. So, when I was in a mental hospital, I had to make that choice. Am I going to stay down and feel sorry for myself and stay on universal credit and medication and blame everybody, or blame mental health, or this or that, or am I going to choose to get up? I couldn't do it on my own. I wouldn't be as arrogant. I couldn't do it. So I had my faith. I prayed to God. I said, Jesus, I need your help. I can't do it on my own. I'm strong, but I'm broken. I'm scared. My parents are brilliant. My parents helped me. A few friends, great support worker, really, really good man that helped me. And I made a choice. I'm getting back up, and I got back up. It wasn't easy, but I'm thankful for from the lesson and the strength it's given me. It's given me the strength to do this video, and I had to go through a lot of things and learn a lot of things where I had to change my attitude, I had to change a lot of my ways, where I was selfish, I was arrogant, I was too greedy. Of course, it doesn't take away that I always had a good heart, I was a kind person as well. I had to change a lot of things and work on it. That was the motivation to get back in the gym, train, change my whole business, change a lot of my teaching, you know, improve the message, make the message more pure, more honest with my values and what I feel my faith teaches me, and things work out. So it's a choice. You can stay down and say, oh, I'm down, no woman is ever going to want me, I'm never going to make money, it's never going to work out, it's always gone this way. That's your choice. I don't want you to do that. I encourage you to do the latter. Or you can say, I'm getting back up. It's not going to be easy. You know, you don't have to be perfect. You're going to be scared at times. We all feel fear. There's no shame in it. Mike Tyson feels it. All of us feel it. But how we deal with it. If you've got this moving forward attitude, I promise you, it won't be long. I can't say the exact time before you meet a great woman. Your finances out of nowhere will start improving. Your career will improve. More importantly, because when you get all these things, it's a great feeling. I've had it. But if you don't be a good person and be kind, it won't be long before you lose it all again. You don't appreciate it. And that's what happened to me. I had a great life. I had many things. I was young, and I appreciated it, and I didn't appreciate it, and I didn't know how to handle it. And then my mental problems got the best of me. I stopped maintaining myself and I broke down. I don't want that to happen to any of you. I don't want you to have to go through that to learn the lesson. So if I can prevent it from helping it, it's the least I can do. Everything's a bonus now. I never thought I'd be normal again. So the goodness of people, and people show up. When you show up, people show up. I got a message from a young man today. I love this guy. I talk to him a lot. And a lot of other men said to me, I don't understand. I just feel like no one cares about me, my family, people. And I understand how he feels. But what he needs to realise is they do care about him. But he needs to care about himself. He needs to care about himself. He needs to come away from the victim mentality, and that is part of being a man. One of the things is we've got to take responsibility. And I always used to hear this growing up. It used to trigger me. My mum, my dad used to get me angry. My attitude weren't right. I'm lucky. I might not be here. So, you know, people will care about you when you start caring about you, and you've got to care about others. I'm not saying you've got to be perfect, but you've got to care. If you want all these things, what are you prepared to give? And when I did a lot of praying, a lot of thinking, I used to ask myself, well, I want all these things. This is all about what I want. And what about my family? What about other people? What about other people that are suffering more than me? And I start to think, bloody hell, I'm being ungrateful here. What about what I've got in my life? Okay, you might not have the right woman yet. You might not have all the money, but look what you've got in your life. You've got health, you're alive, you've got food, you've got shelter. I'm sure you've got friends, you've got appliances, you've got freedom. So think about what you've got. Start to change your attitude and your gratitude, and watch how quick things start to improve, and you'll appreciate it when it comes. Because most men are asking for things that they're not ready for. I've done it. They're asking for all these things, but their character wouldn't be able to handle it. It could just break you down. So in the same way in the gym, you've got to train to build up to a certain level to handle the weights. Same with boxing. Because if you're not conditioned and you're not ready and you go in with someone who's deadly, you're going to get your ass kicked. And that's not entirely the worst thing, but we're talking about life here. And a lot of men are not mentally and emotionally stable enough to be asking for this woman that they want, and the finances and everything. And I get it, and I've been one of those men. So I speak from experience, from making all these mistakes. But learning, that's the difference. I learned from it. And whether you learn a little bit later on in life, it's never too late. And I'm speaking to guys that are also my age as well, 40s, 50s, who haven't met the right woman yet. It's not over for you. People find love at all different stages. So this mentality, and with the finances as well, you know. And I always believe, I'm always a believer, if you want to make more money, if you've got good intentions, that when you make the money, it's not just going to be all for you. Greed. I wouldn't want it like that. It's going to make me miserable. That some of it's for you. You're going to look after people in the right way. I'm not saying just give it away because you've got to make a living, but you, in the right way, balance. Balance is key, as Miyagi said. In all this is balance. So of course, there's a healthy selfishness. We've all got to look after ourselves. But there's an unhealthy selfishness where it's excessive. It's give and take. So give more. Give more. Be more open-hearted. And I've always said it to guys: be a gentleman. Be respectful of women. Be honest. Be a man in a good way, what most women want, and you're going to do great. Things are going to be, and at the very least, the pursuit of working on looking for the right woman is going to make you a better man anyway. At the very least, it's going to make you a much better man. It's going to bring out all your qualities anyway, because I believe every man's great deep down. Every man's got qualities. He's intelligent. I've never met a man who isn't, but is he going to act on it? Is he going to have the right attitude? Is he going to take responsibility? And to do that, you've got to face your fears, you've got to face your demons, and you've got to communicate. But when you realise you're not alone, sometimes as men, I felt it, we feel fearful. I'm on my own, I'm scared, but you're not on your own. All of us go through this, but some of us stop at a certain point. So I feel a lot more, I don't feel on my own because I've got good friends and so many good people around the world, family. So you're not on your own. Personally, for me, I don't feel on my own because I've got God, I've got my faith, and that gives me strength for every day. Really gives me strength. But I've been through that stage of feeling I'm on my own. I'm scared to death. I'm on my own. I feel the world's scary. I'm all on my own. I'm lonely. I've been through that many times in my life, and all these things I've said today have helped me to get out of that. Your gratitude, you know, gratitude is a huge part in all this. I hope the video that comes across. So that's what I've learned so far, and I'll continue to share more of what I've learned. So I hope you guys enjoy that and just keep going, you know, because we all go through things in life, heartache, but you've got to get up and keep going, you know. Anyway, I've got a client now, guys. I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day. I hope this helps. Bye.